Hi Gaurav, how are you?
I'm good. How about you?
Yeah, thank you. So first of all, many congratulations for getting hired in Accenture. And you are a fresher,
Thank you.
so thank you so much for coming on this channel and sharing your success story with us. Okay. So
Thank you.
can
It's my
you tell
pleasure.
us? Yeah. So can you tell us something about yourself, Gaurav?
Okay. So I have done my schooling from St. Xavier's High School and did my BE in Information Technology from GH Patel College of Engineering and Technology, Anand, and I have passed out in 2021.
Mhm. Okay. Now, how did you apply to this company? Like, did you get some call from the company, or you went to their website and went
I
through
applied
the
directly
panel?
on their website.
Okay, website you have applied. Okay. So how many interview rounds were there? Can you please elaborate that detailed process?
Sure. The whole selection process was divided into 4 rounds. The first round was technical and cognitive assessment. Second round was coding test. Third round was communication assessment. And the final round was your interview. So coming to the first round, that was the technical and cognitive test. So under cognitive, you have your general aptitude, like the questions on verbal ability, analytic reasoning, and the general aptitude questions, in short. And under the technical section, you have questions on MS Office, some pseudo codes to solve, and also some questions on network security and cloud. So that is the first round, technical and cognitive test. The duration for the test is about 90 minutes, and there are sectional cutoffs, but you are not mentioned. They don't mention their cutoffs. So after completing your test, you have to wait on the window for about 10 minutes, and you will be given your result. If you clear the cutoff for the test, then you are eligible for the second round, uh, which is taken uh, in continuation of the technical and cognitive test. So after clearing that, and if you clear it, you appear for the coding test. In coding test, you have time duration of 45 minutes, and you are given two problem definitions, and you have to write the code for it. And you can choose from any of the programming languages, that is C, C++, Java, or Python. For that, you get 45 minutes, and after submitting your test, in about 3 to 4 days, you will get your result via email, whether you have cleared the coding test or not. And if you clear your coding test, you will get the schedule for your third round, that is the communication assessment. And in communication assessment, uh, it is a general check for your ability to read and speak English. So in that, the system will take your test, and you will be assigned some like the task, like you have to there will be 10 sentences on the screen, and the system will ask you to read sentence. The system will say the serial number, and you have to read that particular sentence, like read sentence number 2, read sentence number 5. You have to complete that. Then going further, there are paragraphs. You have to read the paragraphs that are displayed on the screen. Then the system will read out some sentences. You have to hear that and then repeat the same. Then it is in the next it is round. It is like the system will narrate a story. You have to read that story for 30 seconds. Hear the story for 30 seconds, and then you will be given the same 30 seconds duration to repeat it. And at last, you are given two topics, and given 30 seconds for each topic, and you have to speak about it. So that's the general test for your reading and speaking English. And that communication round is not eliminative. So if by chance you don't do good in that round, still you won't be eliminated and are eligible for the final round, that is the interview. And after the communication test, uh, in about 3 to 4 days, you are given the date for your interview. And in the interview round, for me, it was just general questions. The interviewer, just after the introduction, he asked me about the projects I have done during the my engineering.
So, Gaurav, what piece of advice will you give to the people who are out there, who are freshers, who have just recently completed their graduation and who are trying to start their careers in these MNC companies. So what is your advice? How much time they should spend in each and every area? Like one is the coding thing, one is the general aptitude test, and all those things. So can you please give throw light on that side?
Sure. So for these companies, the first your primary focus must be on the aptitude side and also on the coding. For aptitude, there are various resources online. So, and aptitude is like if you are appearing for any entrance exam or any other like job opportunities if you're looking for. So that is the basic requirement of aptitude. So you can find a lot of resources online and start solving the problems there. So it will help you a lot. And for coding also there are many resources. You can go on HackerEarth, HackerRank, and solve coding problems there. That will help a lot. And for communication, I would suggest, like, if you are in the habit of reading books or novels, or watching English movies, then that would be sufficient. And the coding round, as per my view, is not much difficult. Uh, and also for Accenture, it was not an eliminative round. So even if you have done bad, then also you are eligible for the interview. But still, it is very important, and uh, everyone must focus on it. Like so. And that an interview was for me for that round was the interview was just focused on the projects. So I think if you're comfortable with what you have done during your engineering, that again that won't be difficult for you.
Right.
So if you allocate the time accordingly, giving the priority to aptitude and coding, then it would be fine for you, work fine.
Okay. Okay. That sounds great. So did they ask any questions from the resume itself, from the CV? Any questions you got, or all were related to the
Not in
project?
particular.
Mm-hmm.
Not in particular, but like as I said, the main focus was on project. The almost 70% of the 60 to 70% of the time duration of the interview, I have spoken about my project.
Okay.
And
And
then there were a few general questions, which are like your introduction and all.
so totally you gave 4 interview rounds to get hired in Accenture. And how much days did it took to you? Like, did it take 1 month, two
The
months?
whole process took about 20 days, if I'm not wrong, if 20 to 25 days. Like the first two rounds are taken on the same day itself. You appear for the technical and cognitive round, and within 10 minutes you are given your result. And if you are eligible for the second round, then at that moment only your second round start coding. And for the third round, it is after about 5 to 7 days. And again, the same thing after the third to fourth round, there is a gap about 5 to 6 days. So in total, about in 15 to 20 days, the whole process was completed.
Mm-hmm. And how many programming questions did they ask in that third round?
Programming was second round.
Okay, sorry,
So
second round. Yeah.
in that, yeah. So there were only two questions, and the time duration was 45 minutes.
Okay, okay, great. So 2 questions and 45 minutes. That sounds good. Okay. And what was your programming language? Like, in which programming language did you do the solve that coding test?
Uh, I did with Java.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, Gaurav, any other thing that you would like to share with us, which is related to your success story, or any extraordinary piece of information that you would like to share with us? Please feel free to.
That's just like if someone is looking for the same opportunities in this like in this domain, like as I mentioned, it's not that difficult, and there are a lot of opportunities out there, and you just need to be focused through like this is the basic procedure like almost every companies follow. So
Hmm.
if you're just practicing your aptitude and coding well, then it won't be much difficult for you to land in a job as a uh, developer, or maybe in also testing also.
Mhm. Okay, that was a very cool interview, Gaurav. And I'm amazed that in within such a short span of time you have shared so much insights about your interview rounds that you just faced. So thank you so much, and once again, many congratulations to you for getting hired in Accenture company. It's not that easy for the freshers to get hired, right? They are applying for so many companies, and especially this pandemic time is going on. So there are many people who are getting demotivated, who are getting disappointed. But looking at the success story of yours, I am sure that many of them will get inspired and they'll be motivated and they'll start their, they'll be able to start their career as soon as possible. Yeah. Thank you so much, Gaurav.
Thank you.
It was
Bye.
nice talking to you.
Same here.